Hi, I'm Dorinda from PrimordialDor Tarot, and I'm here to do a Scorpio reading today for September 15th to 18th, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm going to do a Celtic cross. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe, and it helps me build this channel, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I'd like to give a shout out to all my viewers, all the new viewers, all the returning viewers, all the subscribers. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that too. For Scorpio. Okay, we're going to cut the deck. Calling upon the universe. Can I have some messages, please, for Scorpio? For Scorpio, what's happening with Scorpio? All right. All right, Scorpio, the bottom of the deck's the overall. Bottom deck, the Ace of Cups, Scorpio. All right, this is an ace. It's a new beginning. This is joy and excitement. This is a cup of love being offered to you. All right, Scorpio, looks like there's some love in your future if you don't already have it in your life. Okay, and this is beautiful. Like I said, it's joy and excitement and bliss. Okay, Scorpio, that's beautiful. Your present situation is Major Arcana, the Moon card. Okay, so it's about taking a little bit of a time out, like the little scarab beetle in the ground there. He's holding the sun. And when that ground heats up, gets to the right temperature, he knows he's going to carry that sun through the dark and scary forest. And then the sun is going to come up and illuminate everything, and the truth will be seen. Okay, because right now, Scorpio, there are some things being hidden from you. You don't know the whole story, okay? You don't know everything. You got this beautiful cup of love coming at you, but at the present moment, you don't know everything. But soon, that sun will rise and you'll see the truth about everything. All right, Scorpio, your challenge. Moon in Aquarius, Seven of Swords, futility. Okay, so that's your challenge. You know, you feel like you're feeling a little futile in some situations. It could be at work. You know, you just can't make them happy no matter what you do. You know, it could be in a love situation, the old love situation. Maybe this is a new one coming. No matter what you do, you can't make that person happy. You know, you're feeling futile. There's something in your life that's making you feel that way. No matter what you do, you can't get a good result. Okay? So you just wait till that sun comes up and the truth's shown, okay? And then you're going to see some answers to this futility, I think. All right? There's some things that need to be cleared up in your life, Scorpio. Some truths you don't know before you get that Ace of Cups. Okay? You got to see some things for what they really are. Okay? Before you get that Ace of Cups, that's what I think. Just give it a little bit of time and that sun will come up and show you what's happening here. Your below position is Saturn in Libra, three of Swords, sorrow. Okay, so this is the card of heartbreak, backstabbing, you know, betrayal. So I think you've gone through this. We've all gone through it, right? And you learn your lessons from this, right? It could be just your friends betrayed you, you know, or it could be a love affair betrayed. Okay, and it's making you feel a little futile. All right, so maybe you're not all that excited about that cup of love because you've kind of been hurt. All right, but like I said, take a little time out, and that moon card, and the sun will come out. You'll get some answers on this futility and this. You'll see what happened there. You'll understand it better because you're just not seeing everything about the situation right now. Okay, so, you know, this is learning lessons, right? Like I say, you got to know one end of the stick to know the other end of the stick. There it is, contrast right there. All right, the hurt, the betrayal, the backstabbing, and then the beautiful cup of love, the bliss, excitement, and the joy. Okay, you got to know one to know the other. That's the universe, the law of attraction, like, you know, you got to know one end of it to know the other end of it, okay? So there's the contrast right there. They're looking at you. Okay, Scorpio. You learned your lessons from that. Okay, past position, which could be yesterday, last weekend, or a year ago. We have Major Arcana. We have the Devil card. Okay, I think this goes along with this and this. You've been through something, Scorpio. You've been through something. There's some trickery, backstabbing, betrayal, futility. All right, you've been through it. But I think it's over. It's over. That sun is going to come out and it's over because your overall is this. You've got to go through all this and then you're going to get to this beautiful. Okay, you're learning your lessons here. It's not fun. It's not fun, but you're going to get to it. You're going to get to it. All right, so that's in the past. That's all in the past. All right, Scorpio, your future position, Moon in Cancer, 4 Cups, luxury. Okay, so it gets better now. You learned your lesson. You got to go through that whole rigmarole there. All right, you've been through it. It's over. And now you get to a bit of luxury. You get to experience some nice things in life. Beautiful things, nice clothes, beautiful place to live, maybe a nice car. Okay, but you got to watch with this luxury card. You don't want to get spoiled. You don't want to have too much that you get spoiled, okay? And you got to make the right choices. This is about making the right choices. And no choice is not an option, right? You have to make the right choices to keep that luxury in your life and not get spoiled. Okay, Scorpio, it gets better now. It's okay. Your near future, you got Major Arcana. You have the Empress card. Okay, well, she's the most beautiful kind of love in the whole deck, the Empress, number 3, right? She's, about creativity and the perfect kind of love and being with like-minded people, attracting like-minded people into your life, not these ones that make you feel futile, okay? And now you're getting to your Ace of Cups, all right? And the Empress card, you went through the mud and now you're coming out. You're coming out of it, Scorpio. And this is about calling in your soul tribe, being with people that are on the same vibration as you. They speak the same kind of language. And I don't mean French or English. I mean vibrational language. Y'all like the same things. You think the same way. Okay, and they have all the beautiful things in life. Beautiful food, beautiful conversation with those like-minded people. And your favorite pets and things around, right? Good food, everything. And beautiful creativity. This is about beautiful creativity and love. So you're getting to that Ace of Cups now. All right, Scorpio, in your what you're thinking about internally, you have Mercury in Cancer, 3 of Cups, abundance. Wow, abundance and luxury. Okay, you're getting there. So you had to go through that hell. Now you're coming out of it. And, abundance. You're going to have some money coming in your life. You're thinking about it. And, abundance of good people in your life and abundance of love. And maybe you might just want to have a little party. You might want to have a little party, Scorpio, after being through all that. All right, in your environment, you have the Princess of Cups. And she's all about love, right? And she's floating there with the dolphin of creation and the swan of creation, crystals falling off her gown. And she's light, airy energy. She's all up in her head. Fantasies, desires, thinking about romantic love. She's just dreaminess. So in your environment, there's somebody out there for you, Scorpio. Look what we got. The Ace of Cups, the Empress, and the Princess of Cups. So after all the heartache, where you learned your lessons, now all the beautiful love's coming to you. All right, and it's in your environment, this princess here. Whether you're a man or woman, there's someone out there for you, Scorpio, to bring this beautiful cup of love to you. All right, that's awesome. It's all coming together. It's all coming together now. All right, Scorpio, your hopes and fears, you have the Princess of Discs. Okay, so she's about material wealth and resources, and this is a builder. She wants to build something that thrives, grows, expands, and continues to bring in the revenue. Now we're talking about the money, okay? And she does indicate a pregnancy, if you could be pregnant or know someone that could be pregnant. The Empress does too, a little bit. I think she's pregnant too, okay? So it might be a pregnancy. All right. But this princess here is pregnant and at the same time ready to go to war. She's ready for anything. And she's the builder, okay? Like, you know, she is the builder. She wants to build something that is going to bring in the revenue for a long time to come. Something that's solid. And you know, it lasts for a long time. So now you're getting down to making some money. You got that beautiful love, and you want to keep that luxury and that abundance in your life. All right, Scorpio. So you got that princess there to help you, and she's fantastic. The final card in the outcome of this reading is Sun in Virgo, 8 of Disc, Prudence. Okay, more disc energy about material resources and wealth. Okay, now you're getting to the money part. All right, Scorpio. And this is about clearing out things in your life that are no longer needed. Okay, and it could be just items. Clean that basement, clean that closet. If you haven't worn that thing in 5 years, get rid of it. All right? And items. And it could be people no longer needed in your life. These kind of people. These kind of people. You don't need to have them in your life anymore, Scorpio. They've hurt you. You've come through it. But cut ties with those kind of people. They did nothing but bring you grief. All right? And it could be thought patterns and belief systems that are holding you back in life from love or just, you know, prosperity. Okay, so, you know, a belief's just a thought you've been thinking, and you can change the thought you're thinking. So you can tweak those beliefs, okay? And maybe you learned them growing up as a child. You watched your parents. You thought love was that way, but no, it was not that way. And that just got shattered. So you need to tweak your belief systems about love. And now you're getting it right now. You're getting it right. You're tweaking them, making it work for you. All right, Scorpio, this is a beautiful card. This is awesome. And this gets down to this money situation. And a lot of other things, too, that aren't needed, right? And then you're sailing. You got beautiful cards here. I know you've been through some rough spots, but you've come out of it now. All right, Scorpio, let's conclude with one animal spirit card, please, for Scorpio. One card. One card for Scorpio. Okay, good one. Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. Okay, Scorpio, you've been through it, but look, it all works out. This is a beautiful Bee Spirit. Do you think, the Bee Spirit, I know this one. Do you think there's not enough abundance in the world to go around for everybody? Do you think that if you get a big, huge chunk of the pie, there won't be any left for someone else? There's enough to go around, okay? There's enough for everybody. Of sweet love and all the good things. Sweet results await. I love that card. All right, Scorpio. You've been through a rough patch, but now you're sailing. All right. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I did. And I'll catch you next time.